We're in the Smart Fit Lab here at Miami University right now, and I am so unfamiliar with what I'm seeing. I brought in one of the students who knows all about this. This is Logan, and he's going to walk me through what exactly am I seeing here, and what do you guys do in this class, in this lab?
Well, for this specifically, this is station 1 of our Smart Fit Lab setup. So what we're seeing down here is a programmable logic controller, or a PLC, that the students here are able to change and mess with. And as you can see, there's plenty of wires, so that's a lot of fun to get through. But basically what it does for this specific station is it controls the robot that places a piece on here. You're able to use this automated screwdriver to screw in at different specified points, and it will feed back and tell you how much pressure you used, how fast you got through the part, and how functional you are as a producer. So inside of real life manufacturing processes, this tells employers whether their employees need to take another course or to get further training in order to ramp up production. Additionally, it also cuts down on the need for training previously, because there will be a screen that the employee can look at to figure out what they need to do next, so they could do more complicated systems with less training.
That's fascinating. So it's speeding up the process, and you guys in this class, guys and gals, are learning how to actually program those. So that's something that you can take out into the real world, you know, probably now, but even after you graduate and get really good job.
Oh yes, as manufacturing as a whole gets more and more complicated, and more systems require more and more of a delicate touch, it's so important to educate the workforce on how to properly deal with new technologies. And a great thing about these setups is, as you can see through these blinking lights out here, it's because we bypassed a light screen. So that's one of our safety features. So if someone wasn't expected to be in here and they had their arm in here, it knows for this robot in the back that it can't come into this system.
Wow.
Because it might interact with the people and cause injury. So a very large part of what we're also learning is how to prepare safety, how to make sure that no one can get hurt, because that is our number one priority as any engineer. Is you can always rebuild a line, you can always add new functionalities, but it's the people that you can't replace.
Right, gotta keep them safe. All right, thank you so much for that. So I'm coming over here to the class, and you're going to tell me back here what you want to do with this information. You guys learn all kinds of great things. We heard a little bit from Logan, but what's your name and what do you want to do with this degree or these classes that you're taking?
Yeah, so I'm Mark Orlando, and I'm a senior, so I'm going to be entering the workforce pretty soon. And what I want to do specifically with this class is take all of the information that I gathered on how to design a process, how to look for sensors and robots that we need to make that process happen, and then taking all of those theoretical concepts and the designs that are only on the computer and then implementing them into the workforce and out on the factory floors.